Hey, it's Jonas Knox, and you know who taught me my ABCs and what it means to be kind? Sesame Street. Sesame Workshop, the nonprofit behind Sesame Street, is still doing that for kids everywhere. Elmo and Cookie Monster are out there teaching kindness, empathy, and joy, but they need our help to keep it going. So this holiday season, visit sesame.org/iHeart and donate what you can. Once again, please visit sesame.org/iHeart this holiday season and donate what you can, because the world needs Sesame and Sesame needs you.
Pros don't just show up. They prove how it's done, with precision and without shortcuts. Makita tools are built the same way, with a dedication to lasting quality, trusted performance, and results that reward your effort year after year. When the job calls for the best, call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
Listen to every University of Texas football game on 98.1 KVAT. Hook 'em.
We do have an accident reported, 290 at FM 973. Also, disabled vehicle is still there blocking the left lane, 35 northbound and 45 toll road right there, causing no delay. Another accident reported, Runberg Lane at I-35 right there on the service road. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is furnished by Genuine.
Now you don't just hear it, you see it. iHeartRadio Highlights brings you the best show moments, the wild takes, hot reactions, and clips everybody's talking about. Search Fox Sports Radio in the iHeartRadio app to experience Fox Sports like never before.
Furnished by Genuine.
This winter, the world will be watching the best skaters chase their Olympic dreams. For your child, that dream could start right here at your local rink. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build strength, confidence, and courage, the same qualities that take athletes to the Olympic ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. This is where the journey begins. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com, because every champion starts with a first glide.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. 10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. Only one will leave with an iFit contract worth $250,000. Trainer Games on Prime Video January 8th. Watch the trailer on trainergames.com.
Let's be real, Texas. Round here, egg salad isn't egg salad unless it's made with Miracle Whip. You know it, your neighbors know it. Heck, everyone from Amarillo to Brownsville knows it. That tangy zip of Miracle Whip doesn't just jazz up bland dishes. It's the reason you never have leftover egg salad. So here's to you for keeping it bold, keeping it zippy, and keeping Miracle Whip right where it belongs, in all your favorite recipes. Buy Miracle Whip at your local grocery store and get your tang on, Texas.
I woke up feeling like cough, congestion, headache was coming on. I thought, no, I have big plans this weekend. So I took Mucinex Kickstart, all-in-one and done relief with a morning jolt of instant cooling sensation. Mucinex Kickstart for relief with a kick at your favorite retailer. Use as directed.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
You hear that? That's the sound of the group chat going off when your fantasy team scores another touchdown in the playoffs. I'm JJ Zacharyson, host of the Late Round Fantasy Football Podcast. Every move matters this time of year, so tune in daily to help build a championship roster to beat your friends, your family, and that one coworker who won't stop talking. Literally. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Late Round Fantasy Football Podcast, and listen now.
From the Audio Visual Consultation Studio, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin. Guaranteed human. Your home for the Horns.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Good morning, Austin, K-Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, Mo City, El Paso,
San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas,
or wherever you may be listening. This is a Longhorns Monday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300. The Zone, the number 2 Texas women's basketball team, handled their business in Fort Worth. Texas football gets their guy in the running back room. The Heisman Trophy was given out, and it went as planned. Texas men's basketball comes up short, but we learned something about this team. The dirt has been tossed on one team, and another one is right behind it. And there were big injuries that ended the season for a few. We've got Tommy Yarsh of DallasCowboys.com joining us at 8. And, of course, the NBA Cup has some Texas flavor to it. I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And we've got our guy Marcus behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, if you want to voice your opinion and get a chance to win a pair of tickets, not telling you to where, but all you got to do is use that new and improved iHeartRadio app, tap that talkback feature, and we'll get the message, and it might even be good enough to talk about. All right, Mark, before we get into the news on the 40 acres, you spent the weekend. It's all over social media, so everybody's seen you.
I wouldn't have
you out there with John Cena in the final match of John Cena's career.
Yeah.
And let's just say it seemed like it was an electric atmosphere for that final match.
There's not been many times in wrestling where I was in an arena that was that charged. I mean, it was a zoo backstage. You had professional athletes, actors and entertainers, dignitaries in politics. Like, everybody was there. It was incredible, man.
Yeah, that's outstanding. So good job by our guy John Cena. He's out now. He's making movies and he's going to continue to roll on, and wish him nothing but the best. You know, there'll always be a time where he'll pop up somewhere. You know that. You do it now. So
it just won't be a match.
Right.
But he'll be there. I mean, the dude he's royalty.
Yep. So speaking of royalty, on the 40 acres, they have found their guy, Jabbar Jaluk, somebody that we have been talking about, looking into. Eric Henry talked about him on Friday when he was filling in for you, and the conversation continued about that running backs room. Chad Scott was the former running back coach. He was relieved of his duties, and now Texas went out and went and got Jabbar Jaluk from Florida, and now he's the new running backs coach, and now the relationships need to be built as he moves forward with some of those recruits that are coming in right now and the ones that will be coming in the future.
Also an associate head coach.
Yeah.
So he'll be in on the game planning, and also who bringing in the groceries, because you go to that because of the tuna. You know, he always said, like, look, man, how do you expect me to cook the meal and I can't pick the groceries? Well, he's also going to be one of those that's going to be like, hey, we need to get this guy and we need this offensive lineman and we need, so that running back coordinator is an important part of his title.
Yep. And the other part of it is, that coordinator part is for money. That's financial.
Yeah.
That's what that stands for. Coach Sark is still the play caller and will always be the play caller. But that is a status for how much my check is going to look like. You got to put that associate head coach on there. But you start to look at some of the players that he's had in his history. And, of course, you start to look at how he can help affect the transfer portal as well.
Yeah.
Because new coaching staff came to Florida. He became expendable. And then you look at some of the players that are at Florida that are very, very talented. We got a chance to watch them. They beat the University of Texas.
Sir,
some of that have to be in the running back room. And if that's the case, and Jaden Baugh, who was a second-team All-SEC running back, and he had over 220 carries this past season, it might be somebody that Texas can look at in that running back room and say, hey, I think I might have a good spot for you, because he's a big back, powerful back, and he will offset some of the things that Trey Wisner has been able to do here at the University of Texas.
Yeah, also, hopefully Trey Wisner doesn't leave, but if he chooses to go to the NFL or take his talents elsewhere, that's somebody that they really should look at, because watching him against Texas when Texas played Florida, he puts his foot in the ground and he tries to run over you. And, we need that. We need that, Hardge.
We need that.
I need that.
Yeah.
I need that in my life.
So with C.J. Baxter entering the transfer portal, and people were saying that, I saw on social media that he committed to Auburn, and he said lies. C.J. Baxter did. So we'll see what ends up happening with him. I'm sure that he will have a spot out there, but you start to look around and understand who, what, where, and why certain players will be making moves. You're looking at running back room right now that's still on campus. You have Wisner, you have Christian Clark, James Simon, and your favorite guy, Ryan Niblett, might be a guy that can get an opportunity to run in that backfield.
They also moved Terry. Remember, they moved Terry to that room.
Yeah.
This is a 5-star, everything guy, could play wide receiver, H-back, running back, whatever you need.
Michael Terry, running back, he plays quarterback too, and you were excited about the Wildcat type of mentality. So we'll see what this coach brings to the table. Obviously, history shows that he will be talented enough to do that, but you never know. You never know how it's going to affect, but I definitely believe it's going to affect in a positive way. I also wanted to bring this up because Texas volleyball ended up coming up short yesterday in their matchup against Wisconsin. Tough work for the team as they got ready for all of this. It's just an interesting time for Texas volleyball, because Texas volleyball obviously was not the flagship, but it was the leader back-to-back years, going to the finals, being a champion, and now they've fallen a little bit short, and now it's back to the drawing board. And Jared Elliott talked about the importance of this tournament and how he felt this season with this volleyball team.
I think the pain comes from the quality of women that you have in your program. I think the ones that when they give a lot and they give everything that they have to be able to make you successful, to the buy-in, not only from the skill sets, but from the chemistry standpoint of what it means to be a Longhorn. I think those hurt a little bit more. It's never easy to lose. I mean, this thing it's the occupational hazard that you're in. And I think coaches are a little bit crazy to be in this a lot, because it's hurt. And these kids also make themselves so vulnerable to be able to do this. But I tell them all the time, the most successful people are the ones that fail a lot. You sit back and you reflect, you learn, and you start rebuilding yourself, and you start learning that failing is okay, because at least we get to wake up tomorrow, and the real pressures are not sport, but what life brings you down the road. And so it's super challenging.
I'm going to replay this to my daughter. And any kid out there that's listening to our show going to school this morning needs to know that. Needs to know that there are more important things, but the people that cry when they lose means they care. The people that agonize over the fact that I didn't get the job done. You listen to Coach's voice, and he's feeling that pain too. It's not just the players. He's saying that because of experience, but he's also saying it because he needs to listen to his own words. Yeah. And I feel for him right now.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to really reflect on because of the fact of the success that Texas was having throughout the entire time. You start to look at who this team is with the types of players that they've had on this team, the things that they have accomplished the entire season, the goals that were set out in front of them, and now it comes to an end. You take pride in the fact that you never know when your last game is going to be, and you are out there giving it your all the entire time. And then, to your point, it all stops. And when it stops, you don't know what to do because you're so used to having success.
Yeah, the sound is so loud.
Exactly.
When you lose hard.
And it was a bad, not a bad loss, but it wasn't a fun loss for this Texas volleyball team. But guess what? They'll be back like they always are.
Yes, they will be.
That's just what they do. That's just what they do. And what we do is keep this thing going. We will talk Texas women's basketball, the Heisman Trophy. Michael Taft gets awarded again. Texas men's basketball come up short, but we learned something from them. And Tommy Yarge of DallasCowboys.com joins us at 8 a.m. It's over for the Cowboys, but what's next? We'll talk
1%?
about, 1%. Right here on the morning kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
In their inaugural season in the SEC, the Texas Longhorns made history.
For the first time in 22 years, the Texas women are headed for the Final Four.
Now, they're back to finish what they started.
The hoop, and she scores! And she scores!
Harmon will hoist it from half court and makes it.
Listen to Texas women's basketball all season long on 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
Listen to every University of Texas football game on 98.1 KVAT. Hug 'em.
Well, good news. An accident cleared out at 290 at FM 973. Also, disabled vehicle is now clear on the Mopac northbound at Barton Skyway. And then finally, another disabled vehicle cleared out as well. 35 northbound at 45 Toll Road right there. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is furnished by Genuine.
Now you don't just hear it, you see it. iHeartRadio Highlights brings you the best show moments, the wild takes, hot reactions, and clips everybody's talking about. Search Fox Sports Radio in the iHeartRadio app to experience Fox Sports like never before.
Furnished by Genuine.
This is what they call the hard sell. Sunday Yard Care Holiday Sale. Limited time. Act now.
Yelling about grass feels strange. Let's try that again. Sunday Yard Plans give you a thick, healthy yard without pesticides or weekend projects. We analyze your soil and climate, send a simple plan, and you spray it on. No drama.
But wait, there's more.
No, there isn't. This holiday, Sunday plans are 20% off. Buy today and lock in your spring subscription. Sunday, smarter lawn care for less. GetSunday.com.
Holidays with kids and family? Magical, but let's be honest, overwhelming. Between hanging lights, cleaning, wrapping gifts, and prepping for the in-laws, the list never ends. That's why I use AirTasker. With a few taps, I found local taskers to decorate, organize, and even assemble that toy castle Santa is bringing. I also got someone to play our family elf for photos, because why not? AirTasker saves me time so I can actually enjoy the season and the people I love. Download the AirTasker app or go to airtasker.com. AirTasker. Get anything done.
Big news, Texas. The Silencer Shop showroom is now open in Liberty Hill. Get hands-on with silencers, explore interactive displays, and talk with our expert staff. Whether you're new or a pro, we can make your guns better because we give a shh. The new Silencer Shop showroom, now open in Liberty Hill.
Hi, this is Tom McKay, owner of Audiovisual Consultations, and all of us at Audiovisual would like to wish you and your family a happy holiday season. This time of year can get a little hectic, so we want to remind you to relax, enjoy the season with your family and friends, and give us a call at 512-255-8678 for all of your home entertainment needs. This is my favorite time of the year. I love the holidays, the music, the decorations, the presents, the whole darn thing. So this year I'm asking all you listeners to help make this a special holiday for everyone. Smiles are contagious and free, so let's give them away like the government gives away your money. Let's high-five strangers on the street, hold the door for people behind us, tip your servers more than they've ever been tipped before. Give to a charity, or hell, give to a bunch of charities. If someone does a good job, tell them they did a good job. Pat someone on the butt, sing in public places just because it feels good. And as always, hug your kids until they beg you to stop. Watch some games with your friends and make love to your wife or your husband. I know there's some women listening too. You can still give us a call at 512-255-8678 if you'd like to get some cool electronics, but more importantly, have a great holiday season and a friggin' awesome next year.
Did you miss the Bitcoin wagon? Millions got rich because they got in on a technology you still don't understand. But the crypto gang got greedy, handing control of the Bitcoin network to China. This carelessness gives us a second chance called Texacoin. You're invited on the Texacoin journey. We'll guide you through this new frontier to claim your share of the profits. Don't let your friends get rich without you. Secure your seat as we take Texacoin to the moon and beyond. Learn more at texacoin.org. This is an investment that carries risk. Texacoin.org.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon. Hello? You won't believe where I am. Are you running? Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture. And then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Google of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
It's the Craig Way Show with Craig Way and Cameron Parker. Weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m. Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Longhorns press the ball and a steal. Taken away by Taya Sidbury. Driving against Van Guytenbeek. Does a little crossover move and scores with the left hand off the glass. Scramble for the rebound, controlled by Lee. Quickly flips it to the front court. Here's Harmon. Rory driving in, stops, puts up the jumper. Good. And she's fouled. Now out to Harmon, left side. Back it goes. Lee left open for 3, and it's good. Jordan knocks down the 3-pointer. Booker driving through traffic. Left-hand runner is good.
Oh, that's a nice finish by Booker.
There's a steal by Carlton off the inbounds pass across the floor. Lee measures a 3 and knocks it down. Under a minute remaining in the half. Now the Booker drives in, kicks underneath. Cunningham scores off the glass. Picks up the dribble now. 5 to shoot. Ball knocked out of her hands. Longhorns recover, but they got to get a shot away. Harmon from midcourt and almost made it, missed it. Rebound put back by Justice Carlton. How about that recovery? Pass picked off by Jordan Lee for Texas. In transition, off to Harmon, weaving through the defense, dumps it to Carlton. She'll score off the glass. Orange reset. Harmon in the corner. Lee open for 3 again. Good again. Jordan knocks down back-to-back threes for Texas. Longhorns blowing this one open. They're up by 27 at 61-34. Guarded on the switch by Day. Bounce pass inside. Cunningham Boblik got it back. Spins, turns, shoots. It's good, and she's fouled. Nick Schaefer says no reason to shoot anymore. Texas will beat Baylor by 35 points. Final score, the Longhorns 89, the Baylor Lady Bears 54.
When you think about that breakdown right there, great stuff by our guy, Craig Way. Craig Way was working his behind off this past weekend. We'll play some sound from Craig from Texas high school football and, of course, him being able to call the game yesterday.
up in Fort Worth where Texas took on the Baylor Bears. And let's just say it was probably one of Texas's better performances that we have seen all season long. When you start to understand who this team is, who they beat, how they beat them, it has continued to be impressive all the way around. A lot of folks ask the question, why is Texas not number one? Well, reason why Texas is not number one is because UConn continues to win as well. And, you know, Texas has beaten number 3, UCLA, number 2, South Carolina, number 11, North Carolina, and now number 13, Baylor. And the one against Baylor will probably be the most impressive victory that I've seen from this Texas basketball team, Mark.
Man, I'm sitting here hard wondering, when is that going to happen? Because, you know, I wanted them to be number one just off the fact that they beat a number 3, they beat a number 2, they beat a 10. Like, you beat so many people, like, you got to be number one. But until you beat the man, you can't beat a man.
Right.
And we just have to sit back and wait, you know, and it's inevitable. They're gonna find a way to get in the same room, and when that day happens, it's gonna be a hard ticket to get.
Yep. Well, they have been playing some elite basketball, and they will continue their run. But one of the players that has continued to shoot the lights out is Jordan Lee. We obviously going to talk about Madison Booker. We're going to talk about Rory Harmon, and I'll get to Rory's numbers in just a minute. But Jordan Lee continues to put up big numbers, and she was talked to by Craig Way after the game.
Jordan, I mentioned to Coach, and he agreed that right out of the gate, it looked like you guys were ready to go and really got into your game quickly.
I mean, we're prepared, you know, knowing it's going to be another phenomenal team, top 15 team, and an in-state game. We took emphasis on our preparation and wanted to come out and always want to punch first.
I always ask you about rhythm and feel and all of that about shooting, not just threes, but the game overall. How much of that comes through the practice, and how much of it is a feel when you get into the game?
It's definitely a feel. I would say beforehand, just getting into the gym, getting used to the depth perception, and this game in particular, a different ball. But, you know, just get in the game, take a deep breath before I shoot. And, you know, my teammates are doing a great job delivering passes on time and on target. And a lot of the defense is kind of not there. So I just got to step up and knock them down.
All right. Congrats on the big game. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
19 points. She was 4 of 7 from 3. The big story is Texas scored 42 points off of turnovers. They forced 30 turnovers by a Baylor team that was ranked number 13 coming into the matchup, and they are constantly putting pressure on the basketball. They make it very uncomfortable for everyone that touches the basketball, and it is fun to watch these girls play.
We talked about this the last game, remember? We talked about Texas had 8 turnovers. The RGV had 29 turnovers. And how many points? I can't remember how many points Texas scored off those 29 turnovers, but it was close to 40 points.
Yeah.
So, like, any team that plays them, if you do not take care of the ball, you're going to get beat. And just to get back to this is a good one-on-one team. So, like, if you get in a situation where you try to double or take away Madison Booker, or you try to take away Rory Harmon, and you leave these women in the post or on the wing one-on-one with somebody, they're going to beat them.
Yeah. One of the things, too, and I know you're a big fan and like to talk about Rory, but what we're witnessing with Rory over the last 3 games where she's going up against some talented players.
Yeah.
She had 10 assists, 14 assists, 1 turnover, 10 assists, 1 turnover. In the last 3 games, she's had 34 assists to just 2 turnovers. That is being careful with the basketball.
Where they do that at?
They're being very careful with the basketball. That's knowing where to, like they said, like Jordan Lee said, they're hitting me in the right pocket where I can shoot the ball and make the best of my shots. Then you have a Madison Booker who's been out there, been able to play at a very high level in the way that she's handled her business this season. This team is dangerous, and they don't even have everybody yet.
Right. They still are a couple of players away from being 100%. And, you Kyla Oldacre, too, on the other side, when they make a shot, they know that they have somebody else on the other side to rebound. That's another thing. I mean, Dennis Rodman was real good at that. He knew how everybody shot, whether they shot strong, they shot soft, or they have balls that bounce off the rim a certain way. That's who she is.
Yep.
Kyla is always there when the ball comes off the rim. And some of it is fighting for position, and she takes up space, but her anticipation of where the ball is going to be is going to give Texas 2 or 3 more chances than every other team they play.
Well, and two, the way that they move without the basketball. That's the other part of it. If you start looking at and really watch the game, not watching just the scoring, but watching the way that they help on defense, watching the way that they move without the basketball to find their spots. Like Madison Booker, if she gets to the mid-range, you can kiss the baby. It is going into the hole, and she hits it every single time. She can get to that spot. It's like Rory Harmon right now. Rory Harmon is in a groove offensively that we hadn't seen from her in the last 2.5, 3 years. Now she's fully healthy. She looks like she's playing effortless. And as I said, she's got 34 assists to 2 turnovers in a 3-game stretch, which that is obscene.
Hard. Every time she comes off a screen, she gets double teamed. And she's so skillful with passing the ball that she knows she's going to get double teamed off that screen. So she gets rid of the ball. All you got to do is have your hands ready to shoot. Like, Texas is in a really, really good place. And go ahead, Marcus.
And to answer your question, Texas had 42 points off turnovers against Baylor, 39 against UTRGV. And also
that's
they had
a whole game of scoring.
They had 30 fast break points against Baylor and 48 points in the paint.
Yep. Yeah, they are very, very strong with what they're doing. So it's fun to watch.
And these teams are coming ready to play. They just running into the buzzsaw.
Like this, I wanted to watch the Texas basketball game more than I wanted to watch football yesterday because I wanted to see how they were going to match up against Baylor because obviously there's a rivalry. There's a rivalry between Baylor and Texas, but they dominated them from the whistle, from the ball being thrown up. And that is the thing that I continue to enjoy about this particular football team. They play football now. They run through you. When we come back, we'll continue the conversations. The Heisman Trophy was given out, but it was more about the conversation that was had. We'll talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on that iHeartRadio app.
Listen to every University of Texas football game on 98.1 KVAT. Hook 'em.
Good morning. We do have a stall block in the right shoulder. This is going to be 35 southbound at 51st Street, causing no delay. That accident did clear out, though. Good news there. 290 at FM 973. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is furnished by Genuine.
Now you don't just hear it, you see it. iHeartRadio Highlights brings you the best show moments, the wild takes, hot reactions, and clips everybody's talking about. Search Fox Sports Radio in the iHeartRadio app to experience Fox Sports like never before.
Furnished by Genuine.
Hardge here, and the holidays are officially rolling in at Cover Ford Huddle. And we're celebrating the season with big gift wrap savings all month
month long. Right now, get $12,558 off the MSRP on a new 2025 Ford Super Duty F-250 SRW Lariat. And if you're shopping smart for the perfect truck, how about $10,703 off of MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT? No crowds, no waiting, no last-minute holiday stress. Just powerful trucks, legendary Covert family service, and year-end savings worth unwrapping early. Merry Christmas from Covert Ford Hutto, right off of 79 in Hutto. CovertFordHutto.com.
Bowl season is here, and BetOnline gives you more ways to play. With the latest odds, breaking news, live scores, and in-game action, you will never miss a moment of the college football bowl season and pro football playoff races. From pro and college basketball to cage fighting and hockey futures, BetOnline keeps you locked into the action all year long. And when the games are over, head over to BetOnline Casino. With all the hottest slot games, classic table games, live dealers, and massive jackpots waiting to be hit. BetOnline, the game starts here.
It's the game's final seconds, and the score is tied. But wait, another trip to the bathroom?
Don't miss the game's best moments because of frequent bathroom breaks. Introducing prostate artery embolization from ARA Diagnostic Imaging, a leader in PAE, a non-surgical treatment for enlarged prostate that helps reduce urgent urination with low risk of sexual side effects. Visit osrad.com/PAE to take a quick self-assessment. ARA, leaders in medical imaging.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. Only one will leave with an iFit contract worth $250,000. Trainer Games on Prime Video January 8th. Watch the trailer on TrainerGames.com.
Did you know that 95% of divorces never go to trial? I'm Erin Levine. I spent 20 years as a divorce attorney, and I built Hello Divorce to be different. Smart technology to simplify every form and filing, plus access to lawyers, financial experts, and mediators. With over 15,000 divorces, Hello Divorce is 90% cheaper, 2/3 faster, and the highest rated online divorce platform on Trustpilot. Find your way forward at hellodivorce.com/iHeart.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. This Christmas holiday, enjoy exclusive savings on our high-quality rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Christmas holiday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
C.J. Stroud threw for 260 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Texans crushed the Cardinals at home for their 6th straight win. Houston 9-5 on the season. The Cowboys fell short to the Vikings at home. Dak Prescott threw for 294 yards, no touchdowns or picks, as Dallas dropped to 6-7-1. The NBA Cup Championship tomorrow night as the Spurs face off against the Knicks in Vegas. I'm Seth Everett.
This is Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Lowe's.
Stay home and save big online during Lowe's December deal drops. All rewards members get free standard shipping. Shop Lowe's.com December deal drops today. Not available in Alaska or Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Details at Lowe's.com/shipping terms subject to change.
What's the best kind of Christmas music? Commercial-free Christmas music. iHeart Christmas on the iHeart Radio app is 100% commercial-free. Take iHeart Christmas everywhere you go. And when you're getting those gifts wrapped just right, ask your smart speaker to play iHeart Christmas on iHeart Radio.
Now play. That's the Jingle Bell Ride.
Try it now. Open the app, search Holiday, and start listening.
iHeart Radio.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
Coming up in the next segment, we'll be giving away a pair of tickets to go see Texas men's basketball on tomorrow, actually. You get a chance to watch Texas play the boys, so make sure you stay locked in to get that at 8 o'clock. We'll have our guy, Tommy Hardge of DallasCowboys.com. This past Saturday, the Heisman Trophy was awarded to the nation's best player, according to the voting in the polls. And it goes like this. Haynes King came in 10th place. Caleb Down, 9th place. Trinidad Chambers came in 8th. Gunnar Stockton finished 7th. Jeremiah Smith, wide receiver for Ohio State, came in 6th. Jacob Rodriguez, the linebacker from Texas Tech, came in 5th. Julian Sang, quarterback for Ohio State, came in 4th. Jeremiah Love came in 3rd. Diego Pavia, mouthy Diego Pavia, came in 2nd. And the Heisman Trophy winner was Fernando Mendoza from Indiana.
And now the moment everybody has been waiting for. The winner of the 2025 Heisman Trophy is Fernando Mendoza.
First, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to chase a dream that once felt the world away. In 4th grade, I was a new kid on the park football team. Didn't know a single teammate and was 4th on the depth chart. By midseason, I wanted to get out of there. I wanted to quit. My parents said I had to finish what I started. So I learned to embrace my team, and that is when I fell in love with football. But my family's unconditional love and belief kept me going and pushed me forward. These are the people who built me long before football did. Mommy, this is your trophy as much as it is mine. You've always been my biggest fan. You're my light. You're my why. You're my biggest supporter. Your sacrifices, courage, love, those have been my first playbook and the playbook that I'm going to carry through my side through my entire life. You taught me that toughness doesn't need to be loud. It can be quiet and strong. It's choosing hope. It's believing in yourself when the world doesn't give you much reason to. Together, you and I are rewriting what people think is possible. I want every kid out there who feels overlooked, underestimated to know I was you. I was that kid too. I was in your shoes. The truth is, you don't need the most stars, hype, or rankings. You just need discipline, heart, and people who believe in you. And you need to believe in your own abilities. I hope this moment shows you that chasing your dreams are worth it, no matter how big or impossible they seem. God bless. Go Hoosiers. Thank you guys all.
You know, the reason why I wanted to play that is because there are so many people that are out there right now that are probably under-recruited, looking at these opportunities now with the transfer portal. If you're not a 5-star or the top of it, your opportunity may not be there. I believe that once you get in somewhere and you show, we'll talk about somebody who did that himself in the next segment. Those are the opportunities that you got to make the most of. And when you get them, you run with them. And that's what this young man has been able to do. Last week, we were going to talk about it. His mother has MS, and she's deteriorating. And if you know anything about MS, it's not a good disease. And
no, it's not.
There's not a lot you can do about it, but he said it. She's her biggest fan. She's his biggest fan and continues to motivate him. And here's this team that is now in position to possibly play for a national championship by a quarterback who was overlooked as he started to make his rise through football. So there's just a positive message right there, and the work just beginning for him, because like I said, this is a team that's getting a lot of love, undefeated, won the Big Ten championship, the #1 team in the land, and now everything is in front of them.
I just love the fact that he owns his emotion, and the people that are able to control their emotions and own it are usually the ones that you want with the ball, or you want to be in charge, because they will not let emotion get in the way of the game when it matters. And we saw that in the Big Ten championship game, and we're going to see that in the playoff. Like the guy's a winner, and you don't. Indiana got very lucky, and very lucky finding somebody with his temperament, because He wants to work and be better, and he's not going to make any excuses about it, unlike what we're going to talk about in my World's Strongest State.
All right, there it is. But, yeah, you start to look at what Indiana is, and you start looking at those numbers, too. I read them to you about how it all finished and the results of them all. And you're like, wow, that is where they went with that. And those are the people that were the finalists. And you look at Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love is a running back that has played at a very, very high level his entire career at Notre Dame. And he was way behind him in total points. Diego Pavia coming in second place. And you look at how it was broken down. Fernando got 643 points for first place, 191 for second place, and 51 for third place. Diego got 189 for first place, 352 for second place, and 164 for third place. And you start looking at Jacob Rodriguez. Jacob Rodriguez got 132 points for third place, 56 for second place, and 17 for first place. So that means that people truly did look at him as a guy that should win the Heisman Trophy, because we talked about it. He's the only defensive player, or him and Caleb Downs are two defensive players that are on the list, and they don't even have them listed at their position. They have them. If you're not a quarterback or a running back, you don't even get your position listed. You just own there.
You just own there.
Those must be write-in ballots. So when you start to look at that, but now obviously the story is about next year, right? What is it going to look like next year? And the Heisman Trophy favorite is, guess who? Arch Manning. No. I mean, you never know, man. You got to look at these things. I'm over here at DraftKings. Please do this responsibly. Do not do
anything. If you have a problem,
call 1-800-GAMBLER. So we're trying to figure out what's next with all of these teams and what the future does hold. And Fernando Mendoza shows that if you put your mind to it, you put the work in, you will definitely have an opportunity to be a star.
Or you can whine and complain like Pavia.
Well, you can talk about that in your World's Strongest Take. When we come back, we will give away some tickets, and we got to continue with the awards for a former Longhorn. Well, he's still a Longhorn, but he's on his way out. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on that iHeartRadio app.
Join Craig Way weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
We're Madison Square Garden. Well, Dick Vitale would come in. Craig, it's good to see you. How are you? It's awesome with a capital A. I think Rick Barnes has an outstanding team. And I said, Dick, I appreciate the time. Thanks very much. Rick, it's great to see you. I hear Dan Schulman, who's doing the play-by-play, goes, you realize you just called Craig Rick? He goes, Craig, wait, you got to let me straighten it out. You got to give me another chance. Let me fix it.
Hang out with Craig on AM 1300 The Zone.
Listen to every University of Texas football game on 98.1 KVAT. Hug 'em.
Good morning. We do have a stall blocking the right shoulder. This is going to be 35 southbound at 51st Street, causing no delay. That accident did clear out, though. Good news there. 290 at FM 973. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is furnished by Genuine.
Now you don't just hear it, you see it. iHeartRadio Highlights brings you the best show moments, the wild takes, hot reactions, and clips everybody's talking about. Search Fox Sports Radio in the iHeartRadio app to experience Fox Sports like never before.
Furnished by Genuine.
Every now and then I rinse it out, and I need Dummy Rinse tonight, and I need it more. I can't rest the bed and the smell never leaves. I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark. The sweating dead short smells like a dog.
Downy Rinse fights stubborn odors in just one wash. When impossible odors get stuck in,
Rinse it out.
Hear that? It's the sound of truly immersive audio thanks to Vizio's new 4.1 soundbar. And it's now available at Walmart. Powered by Dolby Atmos and DTS:X, experience rich cinematic sound with 2 wireless surround speakers and a compact wireless subwoofer that puts you in the center of your entertainment, all without the clutter of cables. Stream your favorite music, radio, and podcasts with the iHeartRadio app. And trust us, your music has never sounded this good. Head to walmart.com and upgrade your sound game today.
Get your mother-loving ears on because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at paypal.com.
The world's best ski and snowboard athletes are chasing medals. Now you can follow their every move. Join Insider, the official U.S. ski and snowboard fan loyalty program, and get premium viewing at World Cup ski events, exclusive athlete meetups, discounts from brands you love, and a custom welcome gift mailed direct to your doorstep. This winter, show your support as they race for the podium. Head to insider.usskiandsnowboard.org and join today.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000.
This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
This is Trainer Games.
Watch it on Prime Video starting January 8th.
Are you like everybody else in the world who has no idea what to get everyone for the holidays? Well, you're in luck. We got you. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Because with hands-free Skechers slip-ins, you just step into them and they're on. There's no bending down, no touching, no fuss. Plus, Skechers slip-ins come in everyone's favorite styles and colors. And you can get slip-ins everywhere stylish footwear is sold, including a Skechers store. Or if you're too busy to shop in person, just get them online at Skechers.com, Amazon, and more.
Every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com.
The world needs Sesame Street. And right now, Sesame needs you. Donate today at sesame.org/iHeart. That's SESAME.org/iHeart.
Elmo loves you. Thanks for making a difference.
At Leaf Johnson Ford in Austin, Manor, and Buda.
You'll love it at Leaf.
That's right. You'll love it at any Leaf Johnson location. What you see is what you pay with no hidden add-ons. We're here to help you through the entire process in person at one of our 3 locations, or we'll bring it to you and do the entire transaction online.
You'll love it at Leaf.
Visit one of our 3 locations in Austin, Buda, or Manor, or online at leafjohnsonford.com.
You'll love it at Leaf.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studio, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin. Guaranteed human. Your home for the horns. Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Texas Longhorns.
Welcome back to the Morning Kickoff Radio, Sports Radio 1300. Now is your opportunity to win a pair of tickets to go check out the Texas Longhorns as they take on Lamar tomorrow. Make sure you get to the Moody Center, and all you got to do is go over to the iHeartRadio app, tap that red microphone, and hold it down and leave the keyword of the day. 3 is the keyword of the day for you to win a pair of tickets to go see the Texas Longhorns tomorrow night versus Lemoyne. And if you can't make it out there, make sure you locked in right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone with the voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way, holding it down as always. A busy, busy man Craig Way is. Also, don't forget, there is a guy that has been very, very busy, and it is one Michael Taft. At the beginning of the season, we were at SEC Media Days, and Michael Taft was one of those guys that Every time you talk to him, you got a chance to get a good word, a good message on things that he was doing. And Michael continues to do great things for the community, and he was finally rewarded for all of his hard work.
Yeah, it's a blessing to know that there was 22 athletes on this Good Works team, and just to see all the great work around the country, and to be able to be a little part of that, and to be the captain is really cool. And it's just so cool to be inspired by all the other great athletes around the country.
You guys have such an incredible platform. Why is it important to use that platform and give back to your communities?
Yeah, I think first for me, in the Bible it says, love your neighbors and love God. And I just think that I try to live that out. I try to live how Jesus lived, and to give back to the community that, maybe, you're a little kid, 6 years old, and you look up to a number 16, because I was that guy one time. And I just love giving back because I think I'm called to do that. And, I have such a great platform, and I'm so blessed to be here. And, I dreamed of being at the University of Texas. So these bright lights are so awesome.
An incredible young man who started as a walk-on and has turned that into an unbelievable career with the Texas Longhorns. And we want to congratulate Michael as the All-State AFCA Good Works team captain and the winner of the Werfel Trophy. He has led the community effort to raise awareness and education of fentanyl poisoning. He has also raised more than $100,000 for lives lost.
Yep, for lives lost in that flooding that happened. And that's when he wore the tie of all the people that passed away in the flooding in the hill country. And you start to look at it and understand. I watched a piece on him the other day, and understanding his growth. It goes back to what we were talking about Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
You see a guy that probably wasn't high on a lot of lists. He wanted to go to the University of Texas, came in as a walk-on. Coach Sark puts him on scholarship. He turns himself into an All-American and a true leader, and he's been receiving these awards for what he does away from the field, and just goes to show you that he's a good dude and continues to make amazing things happen.
Yeah, he makes me want to be a better human.
No.
I mean, you hear him talk and you go, man, this kid is 20 years old, 21 years old. Like, good Lord, man, this is awesome, man, to see somebody like him get a prestigious award like this, because like they don't just hand it out to anybody.
Yep. And, the Bullsworth Award was for the walk-on, and Michael Taft had won that before, but Drew Messmaker, is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
From North Texas, won that award this year. He is a true story of a walk-on, played safety in high school, was never started a game at Vandergrift, and now he's one of the top quarterbacks in the nation. He will be all eyes on him to see if he's going to transfer from North Texas. He's kind of elevated his status, so to speak, pretty high. You start looking around. Jacob Rodriguez of Texas Tech won the Bednarik Award. He won the Dick Butkus Award, and he also won the Lombardi Award, the linebacker for Texas Tech. The wide receiver for Texas A&M, Casey Concepcion, won the Paul Horning Award. That means he's a jack of all trades and does everything on the field. Along with the Heisman Trophy, Fernando Mendoza won the Davy O'Brien Award. He also won the Maxwell Award, and he won the Walter Camp Award. Another great story by that young man. Jeremiah Love won the Doak Walker, and he won the Disney Spirit Award. The Bolitnikov, you talking about Makai Lemon from USC. Caleb Downs won the Thorpe Award as the nation's top defensive back. Eli Stowers of Vanderbilt, former Texas A&M football player, he won the John Mackey Award. That's for the nation's top tight end. And Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award went to Diego Pavia. That is his award. And, of course, the top coach in the game was Kirk Cignetti. Kirk Cignetti gets the top award as well.
I agree with every last one of those picks. There was after the fact of the Heisman, I think a class issue presented itself with the Golden Arm Award, but outside of that, everything else was fine.
Yeah, I mean,
and on point, justifiably so.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that obviously their goals were met, and now they get an opportunity to probably go to the next level. But most important, a lot of those names that we called are playing for something even bigger when it comes to a national championship. I guarantee you, you can just tell by what Mendoza speaks of and how he speaks, you can definitely see he would much rather give all those trophies back if he can lead Indiana to a national championship.
Oh, for sure.
And where he kind of stands, him and Kirk Cignetti. Kirk Cignetti was on 60 Minutes last night. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I'm going to go back and watch it because I do want to hear from him and his thoughts. You know, Vic Schaefer, Texas women's basketball coach, was on with Stephen A. Smith on the Stephen A. Smith show, which was outstanding. And he's making Stephen A. put his feet to the fire and come out and check a game out. And he's going to make sure that he comes and sits on the bench with them so he can get in the middle of the fire so he can understand what it's all about. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see what ends up happening. But yes.
Maybe not on the bench.
No,
maybe
he told
like
him on
off
the
bench.
bench. He told him, I want you on the bench so you can see what it's all about.
Stephen A. Smith is bad luck, coach.
Keep him
Do
out
not
of there.
put him on the bench.
Hour number 1 is in the books. Hour number 2 is just around the corner. We will talk NFL, but first we will start with the Dallas Cowboys. It's over. Put dirt on them too. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Wait. Mark Henry here. Did you know that since 1936, Shipley's Donuts has been a Texas tradition? And now Dripping Spring is waking them up. They serve fresh, hot-baked donuts, kolaches, and hot coffee. Get out to 13341 West Highway 290 in Dripping Springs. They open bright at 5 a.m. Grab you a dozen. Okay, grab 2 dozen, but I suggest more than one at least. Shipley's Donut. You can order them online at shipleysdonuts.com or on the Shipley's app. Start happy, stay happy. Shipley's Donuts, West Highway 290 in Dripping Springs.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Raising a family requires lots, and I mean lots, of energy. Quaker's protein products help you to keep things running smoothly. It's the protein you want when wrestling your toddler into their pajamas. There you go, buddy. To coach your 6th graders' soccer team. And to carry all the groceries in one trip. Whether you want instant oatmeal, bars, or granola, Quaker has something for everyone in the family. Try Quaker protein products today. Quaker, bring out the good.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. Only one will leave with an iFit contract worth $250,000. Trainer Games on Prime Video January 8th. Watch the trailer on trainergames.com.
Target's last-minute deals are here, right on time to get you holiday ready in no time. Snap beauty gift sets for every style, the hottest toys, can't miss entertainment, crowd-pleasing candy, and much more. All under $20. Whether you're hosting or welcoming surprise guests, you'll be ready for all of it for less. Grab them now before they're gone. Last-minute deals under $20. Happening now, only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Too much on your list this season? Get 50% off your first 6 months of payroll at gusto.com/radio. Gusto saves you 2 days every month on payroll, taxes, and compliance. So you can go from making payroll to making gingerbread houses, checking your books to decking the halls, spreadsheets to snow angels. Switch before the end of the year and there's no need to transfer payroll history. Now that's a reason to be merry. Choose a future with Gusto and get more time for what matters. For a limited time, get 50% off your first 6 months at gusto.com/radio.
Let's be real, Texas. Round here, egg salad isn't egg salad unless it's made with Miracle Whip. You know it, your neighbors know it. Heck, everyone from Amarillo to Brownsville knows it. That tangy zip of Miracle Whip doesn't just jazz up bland dishes. It's the reason you never have leftover egg salad. So here's to you for keeping it bold, keeping it zippy, and keeping Miracle Whip right where it belongs in all your favorite recipes. Buy Miracle Whip at your local grocery store and get your tang on, Texas.
Group 1 Ford of South Austin is your go-to dealer for upfront and transparent pricing. We do not have any dealer ads on our huge selection of new Ford vehicles. Our advertised price is our sales price without the hidden extras other dealerships charge thousands of dollars for. So stop by our showroom today to see and feel the difference with buying at Group 1 Ford of South Austin, Austin's only winner of Ford's prestigious President and Triple Crown Award.
The free iHeartRadio app is the #1 app for the holidays.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
The amazing iHeart Christmas and playlist you'll love all in one place. Open the app, search holiday, and let the festivities begin. From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studio, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin. Guaranteed human. Your home for the horns.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, on your home for the horns, 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. Texas football gets their running back coach and handle that side of the football, and Texas women's basketball went and handled Baylor 89-54, continuing to play at an elite level. We also talked Heisman Trophy and, of course, Michael Taft being the winner of the Warfel Trophy. We'll continue the NFL conversation, but we've got to start with our guy, Tommy Yarish of DallasCowboys.com. You can follow him at Tommy_Yarish. And the dream is over, Tommy. All but clinch the fact that you are not getting into the football playoffs this year. There's an outside chance, and I mean way outside. What was the determining factor last night for them not to be able to get the dub against a struggling Minnesota Viking football team?
Yeah, good morning, guys. I think it was the line of scrimmage play, really on both sides of the ball. Obviously, in this sport, really regardless of whichever level you play at, high school, college, NFL, if you can't establish yourself well at the line of scrimmage, you're going to get beat. And Dallas got beat offensively. Brian Flores' zero blitz looks gave them fits all night. There were free rushers left and right, and Dak Prescott either didn't have time to make a throw or was hit or sacked, or these guys were just getting the ball out of the air, whatever it may be. There was no rhythm, there was no sync, and it was a mixture of different things, you know, whether it be the wrong pre-snap read or the route not going the right way when it's drawn up and checked right. So it just wasn't their night there. And then defensively, they couldn't get a pass rush. They couldn't generate a pass rush at all. Stop the run just fine, like they've been doing all second half of the year after the Quinn and Williams trade. But you know, these defensive ends and defensive tackles have not been getting much of a push in terms of the pass rush. So J.J. McCarthy had more than enough time to just toss the ball all over the yard. And they've got some talented wide receivers, so you can't let them do that. And as poor as J.J. McCarthy has been all season, he had one of his better games last night, and he certainly made Dallas pay for giving him the time. So just a really tough game in the trenches for Dallas, and that was the biggest reason why they couldn't come away with the win.
Tommy, I just want to know why the Cowboys wouldn't make an adjustment when you saw the two linebackers walk up in the A gap. You kind of knew that one of those guys was going to be a free rusher. Like, why would you not just make a call to change to stop that?
Well, they were in some instances, at least. I won't say everyone. You know, that's what I was talking about a little bit in that last question, where it's, you know, the line of scrimmage play is and Dak Prescott was talking after the game about how, some instances he thought he made the right pre-snap reads where that guy is accounted for, one of those linebackers or both those linebackers is accounted for. But ultimately, sometimes the great thing about that Brian Flores defense, why it's so good, is it looks like one thing, and then they do a completely different thing, and you just don't really know what to expect. And so they were giving them all kinds of different looks. I don't think Dallas really was I'm trying to figure out the right word for this. They were confused some of the night, and when you're confused against that unit, they're going to make you pay for it.
Yeah, well, they definitely were confused, but like it got to be where us at home could recognize it. I just wonder why Dak didn't recognize the two guys lined up in the A gap. They did a sprint out of the outside linebacker in the umbrella coverage at least 3 or 4 times, and 2 of those times led to sacks and a throwaway that almost ended up an interception. It just, Dak did not react well to that defensive strategy.
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment. I think that Brian Flores won the night, and the Vikings defense won the night, and Dak, who this season has been pretty good, and over his career really too, has been pretty good against blitz looks. Just didn't have it last night.
Yeah.
And it was a big reason why their offense couldn't get down the field. They were terrible on third down. I think only 16% or maybe even lower than that. That's not going to win you football games, and it certainly didn't last night.
That's the interesting part. We're talking to Tommy Yarish of DallasCowboys.com. You can follow him at Tommy_Yarish on social media. Tommy, I want to go back to the line of scrimmage conversation and what you were meaning by that, because I too looked at it on 2 different levels. You looked like you were running the ball pretty doggone good. You were making some good cuts, and Williams looked great. But then all of a sudden we went back to where, let's just keep trying to throw the ball when you still have the game in front of you. But also, Brandon Aubrey's kind of struggled here lately. What do you attribute that to? Just mishitting the ball here lately?
I really don't know if it's anything, technical. I think he's, believe it or not, human. And I think that obviously the timing is not good whatsoever. The 6 points last night, that gets you to within 2. So it's costly stuff like that. But at the same time, you're not going to win games kicking field goals in this league, right? Like, yes, Brandon Aubrey is an unbelievable weapon, and they should absolutely capitalize on that. But at the same time, they've invested so much in the offense that you got to go score touchdowns. And they struggled to score touchdowns last night outside of the first couple of drives. So they've got to do a better job with that in the red zone, on third down, things like that, to keep stuff alive. And then as for your other point with running the ball, I think a crucial part in this game was the majority of that back end of the first half where Javonte Williams was on the sideline with that shoulder stinger, because then they can't run the ball very well whatsoever. Sure, Malik Davis had that rushing touchdown, and they were already pretty close, in close scoring proximity. After that, though, they were really struggling to find something. So those were a couple possessions that they get taken off the board because Javonte's on the sidelines. And then he comes back in the second half and is still able to run the ball. But that was costly for him, and I think that's the reason why they kind of went away from that run game a little bit, because sure, Malik Davis has been good for them, but Javonte's their guy, and he just wasn't on the field.
One point, Quinn Williams went down, but they didn't disclose like what happened. Any word on what happened with Quinn Williams?
Yeah, Quinn Williams has a concussion, so he'll start the week in concussion protocol, and we'll monitor that throughout the week to see if he can play next Sunday against the Chargers.
Well, here's the thing that I continue to want to understand, the Dallas Cowboys and their future. We were having a conversation this morning about what the Cowboys need to do to address a lot of the flaws that they have. If you were in charge of the Cowboys, what would be one of the main concerns or main areas that you will focus on to right the ship when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah, I think, number one, I don't think we've talked about enough this season how much their pass rush has lacked.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, obviously you know to an extent that that's going to happen when you trade Micah Parsons. And I don't know if they expected it to be as poor as it is. You know, they just don't have guys on the edge that really worry you terribly much as an offense one-on-one. Donovan Ezraku is slowly but surely coming along, but even still, I think he has a bit more to learn. And then also, he's the only pass rusher on the roster that's under contract next year. So that could really make for some interesting things in terms of, all right, what do they do in free agency? Is that going to be where they look at in the first round of the draft? It certainly would be at the top of my list. And then right alongside there with corner. I think if I'm looking at those 2 first-round picks, defensive end, linebacker, corner are probably your top 3 looks right there. And I think that it starts the line of scrimmage. And if there's a pass rusher on the board in the draft, you got to go and get them because they need an elite top-end guy that can get after the quarterback for them and open things up. And then I think that helps everybody, right? That helps your secondary. That helps your linebacker core. And it's the same thing we talked about with the Quinn Williams deal. It's, you know, if those guys are getting after the quarterback, then everybody's job gets easier. And they just don't have a guy that can do that right now.
Well, let's go to the offensive side of the ball. I saw the boo-boo face, which in wrestling terms, sometimes when a guy knows he's going to lose or a guy that doesn't care to lose and feels like he's better than the guy, they just have this look about him. I saw that look last night with Pickens. He didn't accept his punishment well, and I'm hoping that the Cowboys do not invest in the offseason in paying him $90 to $100 million because he'll handicap and hamstring the team. What do you think about that?
I would disagree a little bit there. I didn't notice anything abnormal from Pickens in terms of his body language last night. Maybe I missed something. I'm running on 4 hours of sleep, so I haven't really seen too much from the social media aspect of things or something like that. Maybe I missed it, but you know, they adore George Pickens. I mean, they think the world of him, and obviously he's played his best football this year for Dallas, and what he can do with CeeDee Lamb and what he's done to open up this thing for this offense has been unbelievable. So, you know, will they make that decision to invest in him? We'll see. The franchise tag is certainly in play, so they can get another year and kind of see where they're going. But you know, I think he's a really good player. Obviously, the last 2 games has not been up to his standard, but then again, it's tough to reach the standard that he set for himself with how he started the season. So these last 3 games are definitely going to be interesting to see what that means for his future and, frankly, the future of a lot of other people on this team.
Well, the Cowboys are looking like they're going to end up the season going 8-8. They got the Chargers next Sunday, 12 noon kickoff. You can watch it on Fox, and you can hear it on 98.1 KVAT. But it's going to be an interesting look with what they have next. They got to win these next 3 games because my over-under was at 7.5. Come on, Cowboys. Let's go. Appreciate
it. Close. Hey, give me 2 out of 3.
I know. And the Giants scare me along with the Commanders because you never know which one of those teams are going to show up because it is a rivalry game, but none of those teams are even close to making the playoffs. As always, man, we appreciate you. Get you some sleep. I know you got to get back on that horse for next week, but get you some sleep and get focused, man.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate you. There he is, Tommy Yarsh of DallasCowboys.com. Coming up next, we're going to stay in the NFL. The injury report is a laundry list. So much to break down and what's next for a lot of these teams. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Join Craig Way weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
One time when Bill Schoening and I were doing a Tuesday night game, and there was an umpire behind the plate, Tom Jenkins. And Tom was a rather corpulent fellow, and he lets a pitch go in there. And you hear this pop again. He goes, ball two. Then crystal clear that our field mic picked up was some fan yelling, Jenkins, you fat.
Only on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Listen to every University of Texas football game on 98.1 KVAT. Hook 'em.
We do have some road debris reported in the right lane. This is going to be 35 northbound at FM 150, causing no delay right now. We also have a disabled vehicle blocking the left lane on the frontage road, 35 southbound at East 51st Street. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is furnished by Genuine.
Now you don't just hear it, you see it. iHeartRadio Highlights brings you the best show moments, the wild takes, hot reactions, and clips everybody's talking about. Search Fox Sports Radio in the iHeartRadio app to experience Fox Sports like never before.
Furnished by Genuine.
Your Valpak Blue envelope of savings is arriving in the mailbox. Inside, you'll find coupons to dine, shop, and save local. This month, keep an eye out for special offers from A1 Garage Door, the name you can trust for repairs, service, and garage door replacements. And remember, savings don't stop at the mailbox. Visit Valpak.com anytime for instant access to local coupons and deals you'll love. Valpak and A1 Garage Door, opening doors to savings at home.
AirTasker knows that your to-do list can spiral fast.
Prep the backyard for a barbecue, hang new string lights, fix the broken patio chair, and find someone who actually knows how to smoke brisket.
At AirTasker, we like our tasks like we like our barbecue. Well done. Throw another task on the Barbie. Sign up at airtasker.com or download the app. Post a task and local taskers will get right on it. AirTasker. Get anything done.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The world's best are chasing gold. Get inside the action and support the team. Join Insider, the official U.S. ski and snowboard fan loyalty program for exclusive perks. Visit insider.usskiandsnowboard.org to join today.
Over 3 million Texans struggle with diabetes. They're our neighbors, teachers, doctors and nurses, police officers, and often their family members. Across every walk of life, Texans may be fighting a serious health battle, but there's hope for a cure. Right now, when you make a donation to HelpStopDiabetes.com, Thomas J. Henry will generously match your donation, with all proceeds supporting the American Diabetes Association. Because when we take care of each other, we take care of Texas. Please, make your donation today. Visit HelpStopDiabetes.com.
I don't know if it'll change your life, but it will change how you feel every single morning you wake up. It's a Sleep Number smart bed. Softness, firmness, you change as your body needs. Whatever you like, that's your Sleep Number setting. Mine is 75. They're designed to last for 25 years, providing lasting comfort through the different phases of your life. Also, give the gift of great sleep for the holidays. They have pillows, they have plush blankets, everything you need for a better night's sleep. Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? So you can sleep the way you like. The only bed that lets you make each side firmer or softer, whatever you like. That's your Sleep Number setting. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store and online. And right now, all mattresses on sale. Plus, a free essential fit sheet set with any bed purchase. Limited time only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com/Patrick. See store or online for details. For J.D. Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Sleep Number, official sleep and wellness partner, the National Football League.
Not today, cough and chest congestion.
Most medicines let mucus build back up after 4 hours. With just one pill, Mucinex 12-Hour works continuously to break up mucus and move it up and out. Mucinex 12-Hour. Rid the congestion. Kill the cough. Use as directed. Kill the cough with Mucinex 12-Hour DM.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. Only one will leave with an iFit contract worth $250,000. Trainer Games on Prime Video January 8th. Watch the trailer on TrainerGames.com.
Bowl season is here, and BetOnline gives you more ways to play. With the latest odds, breaking news, live scores, and in-game action, you will never miss a moment of the college football bowl season and pro football playoff races. From pro and college basketball to cage fighting and hockey futures, BetOnline keeps you locked into the action all year long. And when the games are over, head over to BetOnline Casino. With all the hottest slot games, classic table games, live dealers, and massive jackpots waiting to be hit. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Longhorns baseball plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Shout out to our guy Tommy Yarsh of DallasCowboys.com as he breaks down what the Cowboys need and the miracles that can be. Jerry Jones said, I don't know what a miracle looks like, but that is what we are going to need. 1% chance. 1%. I was giving Mark Henry crap about the Kansas City Chiefs, and there was opportunities there. Well, that officially came to an end yesterday as the Chiefs come up short against the the Los Angeles Chargers, and now it is over for them. For the first time since 2014, there will not be a Kansas City Chiefs team in the playoffs. And
you hear that?
Salt.
I told you. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? 'Cause I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago. And what did I say will happen when I told you? Exactly what just happened.
Yep, it just happened. And now we're sitting here looking at the fact that not only are they out of the playoffs, they will start the season without their starting quarterback because, one, Patrick Mahomes ended up getting hurt and tearing his ACL yesterday. And now Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs not only are losing by not being in the playoffs, but now they just lost their starting quarterback.
And they lost their starting quarterback right now in December, which means he will not be back until October, the middle to end of October next year.
Dominoes. Turn it over. Yep.
That's sad, man. Like, you know, they're $40 million over the salary cap. And they just played a penalty because they play so late into the season and go to the Super Bowl. They always make that money up. But they can't justify spending $40 million over the cap and you're not going to the Super Bowl, one. And two, next season, you're going to be without Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
So what do? Do you unload Chris Jones? Do you unload? Well, I think that you'll get a retirement from Kelsey. But, like, they're going to have to eliminate some of these high-dollar acquisitions and just have a fire sale and restructure that team to fit what it's going to look like when Patrick Mahomes comes back. But ultimately, Hardge, they have to do some retooling.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to see where they're headed. They're going to have to figure out what's up with Andy Reid coming into next year. You're going to obviously make sure that the backup situation is going to put you in a position to when Patrick Mahomes does come back, that you're in a better place as far as not like what we saw with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow comes back, it's not the same. They're not in a position to try to get into the playoffs. Now they have to figure out a way. One thing they're going to need to do as well is they're going to have to get a running game. They're going to end up having to draft a running back to get in that backfield to offset Patrick Mahomes and what the expectations are going to be. It is
Jeremiah Love right there.
Yep. And with them being out of the playoffs, now their draft situation will be a lot better for them. Normally they're at the very end of the draft because they play so deep, to your point. They're always the representative. But here's the bigger story for me, not even with Kansas City. It's now, what is Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills going to be able to do? There's no Patrick Mahomes that will be in the playoffs. So you don't have to go up against that. There is a possibility that there will be no Lamar Jackson that will be in the playoffs. There's another possibility, and it's factual now. There is no Joe Burrow going to be in the playoffs. So if Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills are going to make this run in the NFL for a championship.
Now's the time.
This is the time that they have to do it, because when you look at who they are and their schedule and what's going on with them, you went up against a team in your division yesterday, and you end up winning that game and playing well yesterday against the Patriots. They win 35-34. James Cook, big game on the ground, but Josh Allen, 3 touchdowns again, and ran the ball well, did the things that he needed to do. Can they get this thing done now that they're in second place in their division?
I know you have Josh Allen. He's a Mr. Do-It everything. He's rushed for 10 touchdowns. Cook has rushed for over 10 touchdowns. It's never been done before in the NFL, where your quarterback and your running back both went over 10 rushes for touchdowns. Why do they not give Cook the ball more? If he got 5 to 8 more touches a game, he could be the number 1 running back in the league. He could be like Gibbs. But because of Josh Allen, he's not getting the respect that he deserves. I think that he's top 3 back in the league right now.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely that. He went for 107 yards yesterday. He continues to play
And they
well.
don't feature him. He's doing this without being featured as the number 1 option. I just think that you want to win a Super Bowl, lean on the kid, man. Hand him the ball, throw him the ball, whatever you need to do.
No. So for the Buffalo Bills, they finished the season against Cleveland this weekend, 12 o'clock kickoff. Then they play the Philadelphia Eagles, and then they close the season out with the New York Jets. So for them, they can win. They can win all 3 of these games.
Yeah.
And if they get to all 3 of those and they get to that spot, they might have a outside chance of being the divisional winner, because even though they beat the Patriots are still the number 1 team in the NFC. So, in the AFC. So you still looking at them and you're trying to figure out what the standings look like. Patriots are 11-3. Buffalo Bills are 10-4. The Dolphins will play the Steelers tonight. I'm taking the Steelers. The Steelers are in the AFC North. They are a game ahead of the Baltimore Ravens. If Pittsburgh loses tonight, they will be tied with the Steelers, and the Ravens will be tied, and they will have to play to the fight to the end. You got Jacksonville that's sitting at 10-4, and nobody wants the smoke from the Houston Texans right now.
You don't want to go against that defense.
You do not. And then Old Man Rivers went out there yesterday, did okay, hung in there, but come on.
He listen, I'm very proud of him. But by no means do I want to hear you say he did good. Like, I talked to Jacob last night. Jacob said, Dad, he didn't throw an interception. I thought he did pretty good.
He threw an interception at the end of the game.
122 yards is not good.
What you mean?
He managed the game.
That's what he's there for.
Off
44
the couch.
He was.
I'm not saying he did bad. Y'all, hold on. Stop it.
Hold on.
I'm just saying temper these expectations. He did okay.
I think we did temper the expectations. That's
I'm just happy he didn't get hurt.
So wait.
He tried
to
take off and run one time. He took 3 steps and went 1 yard.
Yeah, because he realized it's like, I just got off the couch and I don't need to go nowhere.
So you're saying that those 3 steps, he was actually trying?
He was trying to move up in the pocket.
Because it took him 3 steps to go 1 yard. That's not good, Hardge.
Phillip Rivers told you.
Rivers.
I've never been known to run away from anybody. So
he tried, and it looked like he was in mud.
I heard that there was a over-under on his rushing yards of 0.5. And it was plus 2,000.
Get the over.
Yeah, I'm like, man, can we get a quarterback sneak? Can we get something? Micah Parsons is out as well for the Green Bay Packers. It could affect the playoff run for them because of what Michael was able to bring to the table. We shall see it all falls out and into place. Coming up next, we've got the world's strongest man bringing you his world's strongest take right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Listen to every University of Texas football game on 98.1 KVAT. Hook 'em.
We still have that road debris reported in the right lane. 35 northbound at FM 150 causing no delay right now, though. Disabled vehicle blocking the left lane. This is going to be on the frontage road. 35 southbound at East 51st Street. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is furnished by Genuine.
Now you don't just hear it, you see it. iHeartRadio Highlights brings you the best show moments, the wild takes, hot reactions, and clips everybody's talking about. Search Fox Sports Radio in the iHeartRadio app to experience Fox Sports like never before.
Furnished by Genuine.
You know, starting my day off on the right foot is a big deal. I have to be on my game to give you infotainment, and that starts by taking care of my heart health. That's why I use Super Beats Heart Chews from Human. Human was actually founded right here at the University of Texas. You've probably seen their logo on the football field and on the volleyball court. Yep, that Human. These chews are clinically shown to promote healthy blood pressure and nearly 2 times more effective than just diet and exercise alone. Thanks to their unique grapeseed extract, they taste great and they're easy to take, and they become a part of my daily routine. Super Beats Heart Chews are also the #1 cardiologist recommended beet brand for heart health support. There's a special offer happening right now and even gives you a 90-day money-back guarantee. Go to human.com/Mike to check it out. That's human.com, Mike, human with 2 N's. Enter the promo code Mike at checkout and get an extra 20% off your first order. Take a simple step to support your heart health with Super Beats Heart Chews.
Remember who taught you your ABCs? Who showed you kindness and sharing? That was Sesame Street. And today, Sesame Workshop is still helping children around the world grow smarter, stronger, and kinder.
But Elmo can't do it alone.
This holiday season, Sesame needs your support. Donate now at sesame.org/iHeart. That's SESAME.org/iHeart. Because the world needs Sesame, and Sesame needs you.
Elmo loves you. Thanks for making a difference.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable Scent Boosters to give your laundry nonstop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
Can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
Boss, 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 bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppable beads to your wash for 24-hour nonstop freshness so you can smell unstoppable.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/Investor Day.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs, with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, a mix of sun and clouds for your Monday, a high in the mid-50s, mainly cloudy tonight, a low of 45. Tuesday, cloudy skies, a high of 60, a low of 55.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on custom cards and custom wrapping paper, plus shipping supplies and services to get your packages delivered safely. Don't miss out on select laptops up to 45% off. Visit staples.com for details. Staples, that was easy.
You hear that? That's the sound of the group chat going off when your fantasy team scores another touchdown in the playoffs. I'm JJ Zacharyson, host of the Late Round Fantasy Football Podcast. Every move matters this time of year, so tune in daily to help build a championship roster to beat your friends, your family, and that one coworker who won't stop talking. Literally. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Late Round Fantasy Football Podcast, and listen now.
We all use AI, but here, it never pretends it's real. AM 1300 The Zone. Guaranteed human.
You heard the beat drop. That can only mean one thing. Hall of Famer and world's strongest man, Mark Henry, brings you his world's strongest take. Take it away, fella.
Hard. You know what time it is? It's time for the world's strongest take by the world's strongest man. Marcus. Back then they didn't know. Now, they all on me. Well, guys, here we go again. Another big Monday, and we're talking sports. And I'm giving you my opinion. This is the world's strongest take. And I said there was going to be some hate, and there's going to be some hate. And the crux of this is Diego Pavia got nominated to go to the Heisman Trophy awards, and he didn't win, but he placed second. So he got a bunch of votes from all of the top voters in college football. He posted on his Instagram, F the voters, but family for life. And of course, since then, there's been a barrage of hate come down his way from the voters, from the Heisman Committee, from others that were involved around the Heisman, which led to him coming out with a statement saying that basically, in a nutshell, being a finalist was an honor, and the competitor in me, I just wanted to win it so bad, and I was close to my dream of winning the Heisman, and I have a lot of love and respect for the Heisman voters and the process, and he apologizes for being so disrespectful, and I made a mistake, and I'm truly sorry. Well, that came after the fact, because people started going, hey, man, there's still the draft process. You are not going to get drafted high. You're not showing class. You're not showing all of those intangibles that they talk about a quarterback having. Being evenly killed, having a level head, under pressure, under fire. Diego Pavia failed miserably. You thought that Shadur Sanders falling in the draft was something. He may not get drafted now. He's 5'11".
I don't even think he's tall as that. I was looking at some of the pictures the other day. They were talking about people being 6 foot. He was way shorter than all those people standing next to him at the Heisman Trophy ceremony.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm just like, you already have limitations, and you're going to create a firestorm like that? And what's going to happen when you get to the point to where you're under pressure, you're under fire? Will you fold again? Yes, because they always do. Hardge, what say you?
Yeah, I totally thought this was
classic,
something that was utterly ridiculous. He was at a party, and you know how when you go to the club and they got these signs up, and that sign said F Indiana, and he's smiling and all his boys. And again, look, he always talks about how he has that chip on his shoulder. A guy who has always been against the odds. But you contrast that by looking at what Fernando Mendoza was. He was a guy under-recruited, wasn't the highest dude on there. You heard his speech about, I'm looking out for those guys out there. I want you to believe in yourself. There's two different ways to go about this.
Right.
And
Preach.
The one way that he is continually going after is the same way, like to your point about Shedeur Sanders. If Shedeur Sanders carried himself that way and was acting like that, and they're saying that he has fallen in the draft and fell to the 5th round, Diego Pavia has been like this his entire life. His family has been an issue. At every game, at every stadium, his family has caused a problem. Our producer, Cam Parker, our program director, Cam Parker, was right next to his brothers at the game against Vanderbilt, and he said that they were out of control. They didn't even know who it was at first. They had security came over there, and they were trying to figure out what was going on. And it's because they don't know how to act in a way of respect for others.
What's that old saying, no home training?
Very much so. And that's the thing that really drives me nuts about this.
Hey, man, your mom can't be twerking in the stands when you playing. Yeah, somebody got to have a level head.
Well, not only that, where's the responsible people around them?
There is none.
Your slip is showing, right?
Yes, that's
Literally.
exactly right.
Your slip, for real though. But your slip is showing. Where's that part of your crew that is telling
there
you?
Ain't
hey,
nobody
man,
in that family that's gonna step up and go, "Hey guys, come on, we gotta act right."
That's been my biggest concern, and
I'm not drafting him. I don't want the zoo. I don't want the circus.
No.
You don't want that.
No.
And then when like it's like you ever had somebody get really intoxicated and they come up and say something to you and you go, "What?" And they go, "Oh man, I'm sorry. It's the liquor." No, that's how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we found out. We found out exactly who he was when he didn't win. And that's dangerous.
Yeah.
And I don't want that in my franchise. So, you know what, man? People said stupid stuff about Baker Mayfield. You see the guile and the toughness of Baker. He's never done any of this stuff since that one time at band camp. He had one incident in college, and then there was never another thing. I don't feel like that Pavia is Baker Mayfield. Don't compare those two guys ever again.
Right.
If I see somebody, I'm coming for you. If you compare them, they're not the same.
Yep.
This dude is in a class by himself, and I just don't see him making it.
What kind of class?
He's in low class. He's like school on Saturday.
No class?
None.
Unless you're in trouble. Saturday side. We're going to close out the show and send you to Dan Patrick. But first, we got to talk NBA. Spurs, baby. They showed up.
Yeah.
So did Wemby. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Craig Way knows everybody.
We're visiting with Brad Chan, voice of the Cowboys, and all I'm thinking to myself is, Reggie Jackson, you got to do a better job of asking the question.
I think it was our friend Art Haynes to whom he said that.
Yeah, because that's when he followed about, you can take your microphone and your glasses.
You can take your microphone and your glasses, and then he proceeded to tell Art what he could do with all of those things, all of which were physically impossible, even with exaggerated surgery.
Weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
We still have that road debris reported in the right lane, 35 northbound at FM 150, causing no delay right now, though. Disabled vehicle blocking the left lane. This is going to be on the frontage road, 35 southbound at East 51st Street. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is furnished by Genuine.
Now you don't just hear it, you see it. iHeartRadio Highlights brings you the best show moments, the wild takes, hot reactions, and clips everybody's talking about. Search Fox Sports Radio in the iHeartRadio app to experience Fox Sports like never before.
Furnished by Genuine.
Did you miss the Bitcoin wagon? Millions got rich because they got in on a technology you still don't understand. But the crypto gang got greedy, handing control of the Bitcoin network to China. This carelessness gives us a second chance called Texacoin. You're invited on the Texacoin journey. We'll guide you through this new frontier to claim your share of the profits. Don't let your friends get rich without you. Secure your seat as we take Texacoin to the moon and beyond. Learn more at Texacoin.org. This is an investment that carries risk. Texacoin.org.
Let's be real, Texas. Round here, egg salad isn't egg salad unless it's made with Miracle Whip. You know it, your neighbors know it. Heck, everyone from Amarillo to Brownsville knows it. That tangy zip of Miracle Whip doesn't just jazz up bland dishes. It's the reason you never have leftover egg salad. So here's to you for keeping it bold, keeping it zippy, and keeping Miracle Whip right where it belongs in all your favorite recipes. Buy Miracle Whip at your local grocery store and get your tang on, Texas.
Every now and then I rinse it out, and I need Downy rinse tonight, and I need it more. My king was the bed and the smell never leaves. I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark. The sweat and dead short smells like a dog car. Downy rinse it tonight.
Downy Rinse fights stubborn odors in just one wash. When impossible odors get stuck in,
Rinse it out. Go!
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. Only one will leave with an iFit contract worth $250,000. Trainer Games on Prime Video January 8th. Watch the trailer on trainergames.com.
Guys, thanks for helping me carry my Christmas tree.
Zoe, this thing weighs a ton.
Drewski, live with your legs, man.
Santa! Did you get my letter?
He's talking to you, Bridges.
I'm not that.
Of course he did. Right, Santa?
You know, my elf Drewski here, he handles the nice list.
An elf? I'm 6'3". What everyone wants is iPhone 17. And at T-Mobile, you can get it on them. That center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. Right, Mrs. Claus?
I'm Mrs. Claus's much younger sister. And at T-Mobile, there's no trade-in needed when you switch. So you can keep your old phone.
Or give it as a gift.
And the best part, you can make the switch to T-Mobile from your phone in just 15 minutes.
Guys, my side of the tree is slipping.
Timber!
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Switch in just 15 minutes and get iPhone 17 on us with no trade-in needed.
With 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Finance agreement, 256 gigs, $830. Eligible port in a new line, $100 plus a month plan with autopay plus taxes and fees required. Check out in 15 minutes or less per line. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Raising a family requires lots, and I mean lots, of energy. Quaker's protein products help you to keep things running smoothly. It's the protein you want when wrestling your toddler into their pajamas. There you go, buddy. To coach your sixth graders' soccer team. And to carry all the groceries in one trip. Whether you want instant oatmeal, bars, or granola, Quaker has something for everyone in the family. Try Quaker protein products today. Quaker, bring out the good.
It is tough to go outside these days. Hey, that's understandable given how hot it is. But there is definitely a way to beat the heat. A trip to Inner Space Caverns in Georgetown. Inner Space Caverns is a great place to take the family. You'd be amazed at all of the beautiful formations, large rooms, prehistoric animal bones, and all kinds of creations with a truly unique discovery story right here in the Austin area in the year-round temperature of a very comfortable 72 degrees. You can check out the super exciting saber-tooth zip ride or pan for gemstones. Take the wild cave tour or the hidden passages tour. And there's a great souvenir gift shop and newly remodeled restrooms. Get out of the house, but get out of the heat and get some fresh air underground. Inner Space Caverns, right off I-35 at exit 259 in Georgetown. That's Inner Space Caverns. For more details, check them out on the web at innerspacecaverns.com. Inner Space Caverns. Check it out. Your adventure awaits.
Are you like everybody else in the world who has no idea what to get everyone for the holidays? Well, you're in luck. We got you. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins.
Because with hands-free Skechers slip-ins, you just step into them and they're on. There's no bending down, no touching, no fuss. Plus, Skechers slip-ins come in everyone's favorite styles and colors. And you can get slip-ins everywhere stylish footwear is sold, including a Skechers store. Or if you're too busy to shop in person, just get them online at Skechers.com, Amazon, and more.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
Back to, you know what, the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Special shout out to our guy, Tommy Yarner, Cowboys.com. He broke it all down. One of the conversations that we needed to have too was the fact that when you look at the NFL, we talked about Patrick Mahomes, we mentioned Micah Parsons, but we did not bring up Devontae Adams. He is banged up for the LA Rams, and the 49ers and the Seahawks are all battling for that NFC West spot, and these guys are going back and forth in those standings as well, because you look at the West and you got the Rams, they've already clinched a playoff position. Seattle is still in it because they own the head-to-head against Seattle. The Seattle Seahawks have won 4 straight games, the Rams 2, the 49ers 10-4 in the NFC West. They have won 4 straight games. But this Thursday night football, we have the Rams and the Seahawks. The Rams and the Seahawks will be battling on Thursday, so I'll be locked in to that game. Also tonight, we have the Steelers taking on the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are 6-7. They're winners of 4 straight. That's why y'all haven't heard Mike McDaniel on the show. We haven't had our Mondays with Mike. So now we get a chance to see what happens tonight. I'm going to roll with the Steelers, though. I'm going to pick the Steelers to get this victory tonight against the Dolphins. The Steelers are still kind of, I don't know. There's just something about them. Mike Tomlin still probably going to have a winning record for the season. It's just tough to figure out with these guys, man.
I would like to say, first of all, Hard, you said that with your chest, that you were picking. I'm a scared to pick the Steelers because, like you said, that Miami is on a roll. And anytime that you win 3 or 4 games in a row, that means you figured out what your problem was.
Yep.
And I think they may have it figured out now. Give ETN the ball and get out of the way. And they've been doing that. And on third downs, all of those exotic plays, all of the
Wait,
I'm
you talking about
Miami.
A-Chain.
A-Chain, I mean.
Yeah.
A-Chain.
Yep.
Just handing the ball, move out the way.
Yep.
And they have started to not be fancy. It's better to be the other E, effective.
Yep.
And they're winning.
No doubt.
I don't think the Steelers are going to be able to score enough to hang with them.
We shall see. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Something else I'm excited about is Saturday night, the New York Knicks beat the Orlando Magic 132-120 to advance to the finals of the Emeritus NBA Cup, and they will be taking on the Spurs of San Antonio as they defeated the OKC Thunder, winner of 16 straight games, 111-109 with the return of Wembanyama.
Couple days off. Wow.
Wallace left it short. Nice back tap by Vassell. And Vassell quickly ahead. Castle!
Two-hand hammer. And he makes the right play. Jalen Williams knocks it in.
Wembanyama at the elbow. Watched by Caruso. Wembanyama got it back, fires, and it drops.
Don't let these guys come in early from behind the three-point line.
I would have put bars on the other side. It's Caruso. Bumped. No whistle. The Spurs are NBA Cup giant killers.
Chet Holmgren was like, they're going to the Emeritus Cup finals, and they act like they just won the world championship. So, hey, look, go out there, get the win. They beat you. They beat them. Yep, you're right. Wembanyama making his return, finished with 22 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 9 of 12 from the free throw line, which means he was getting to the rim and they were fouling him. Devin Vassell had 23. And, of course, Stephon Castle, who is a superstar waiting to happen. And De'Aaron Fox being back has helped this team quite a bit, and they've been making plays the entire time. So big-time performance for them. They will take on the Knicks tomorrow night for the mid-season championship. I don't know what that means. Does that automatically put you in the playoffs? I have no idea. It's just
a way to give everybody something before Christmas. That's all it is.
What? They're giving out presents, Santa?
This is the NBA present to all of the fans that really love the NBA.
Oh my goodness!
Like, guys, the first of the season didn't matter, and the NBA did a good job of making the beginning games of the season matter.
So basically, you know how they say the NBA season don't start until
after Christmas. This is the answer.
This is the championship for those who were into it before Christmas.
Yes, that's what it is. Okay. That's exactly what this is. And
this is Viewer's Choice.
Yeah, this is the Viewer's Choice Series championship. And I'm gonna tell you something. There was a point where Wembanyama did a Euro step from like 20 feet away. I guarantee
why does he even need that?
He's a minimum of 20 feet away from the basket. Laid it up, got fouled, went to the line, hit the free throw. 3 the hard way. And I said, man, I wish they would replay that so I could see where he took off from.
So what you're saying is he was a lot faster than Phillip Rivers? His one
step was faster than Phillip Rivers' 3 steps.
Exactly.
Hardge, I just can't believe how much ground he covers in 2 steps.
Yeah. Yeah. He's special, man. And I'm just glad that he's back.
Yeah.
Because now I'll start paying a little bit more attention to the NBA.
And he's fresh.
And he's going to be ready to go. And he already made an impact last night against Chet Holmgren, blocking him multiple times around the rim, where Chet usually can have his way because of how long he is as well.
Oh.
I want to pause. I want to look out for Mark Henry. I want to say what's up to Marcus. And I want to thank you, the people, for always tuning in and locking in to the morning kickoff. We're going to be locked in all week long. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, as we'll have our guy Joe Cook of Inside Texas with the latest. And, of course, we will have Mark Vandermeer, the voice of the Houston Texans.
Go to get those tickets. We got to get those tickets for the sports awards.
And with that, we'll leave you with this. Don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. Tune into the Craig Way Show this afternoon, 2 to 5, right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. Peace. It's Saturday in Texas, and that means 2 things. The horns are up and the Bud Light comes out. Whether you're on Bevo Boulevard or camped out in your backyard, nothing kicks off the day like the first crack of an ice-cold Bud Light. It's smooth, it's easy, and you're ready for football. Just like that. Bud Light, the official domestic beer of Texas football. And stay horns ready. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy.